full of control. Because the mouse is way too touchy. Yeah, that's much better. Alright, so Tales of Arise. We are back after, what is it? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? No? Decided to take a break, do a couple other games. Good day. Came back to this one, and we're back to bathing suits. So we have a bunch of new people in our party. A bunch of new people. We're so short one because I haven't gone to pick up yet. Alright, let's go pick up our last person. We have to go pick up our knight, and we'll be off to the next. Let's see now. Okay, that's so far. Alright, so it's this way. Ooh. I just got a little lag today. That's kind of weird. I did that the other day too. Where it lagged. Of course, I was lagging really hard. This game does a little bit of lag anyway, but it's not bad. Everybody in Scimitar.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives.
It will.
You think the Danins and Renins have a chance of getting along?
I don't see why not.
We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us.
That's true.
I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
She does think she'd be formidable too. And our trip is now one more up. I think this is everybody now. I think this is our whole group. Hey, how's it going, Bunky? When
Did you
my
come to say
character
goodbye?
is in the cutscene. Well,
Actually,
welcome to the
I
party.
was wondering if you could use another
How are
companion.
you doing tonight?
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along.
Which
We
character
just
is
figured you'd
yours?
stay behind and help rebuild.
There's the question.
These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind.
Just reminds
Ever
me
since
of that
Miguel died,
witch meme.
I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing.
I mean,
It's true that our
That's not
dream
to
of
show everybody
coexistence
bathing
saved
suits,
many
okay?
Ganon lives, but we were naive and short-sighted.
oh,
I
fine.
was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be
So how
that
have
I
you been
didn't
living?
see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia, and so I never bothered to look
You have a
too
good
far
week?
past its surface. I chose to be ignorant, and because of that, because of me, my brother.
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just
Now
have
we
to
have
figure
a
out what
4-hour
else I don't know.
paragraph.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Eldaman and Sia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
That's a good question.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what
That's what I would
happened.
have thought, you know.
But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renin lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All
good
I
for her.
ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
We're so happy about that.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All
I
right.
think this is all
where
of
to,
all the
team?
people.
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
Okay, so we're going into the wind area next. Everybody's gonna be crazy and chilly, and she's still unsure of this. And you know what? I don't blame her. Alright, got a new recipe. So let's see here. Alpha, comrades, and freedom. Okay, so that's everybody. We get that for having everybody in the group. Which is good. And she's got a few points here. What's this one? Wait, what's he have right here? Okay, so that's in the training grounds. We haven't done any of that yet. Meal cooked, roasted chicken. Okay, I'll have to find that. What's this one right here? It's, what do we got? We got 12 NPCs saved. We're getting there. This one is Novice. Advanced Subquest. Bibliophile. I didn't even know we had a bibliophile. I didn't know what that is. Collect items. Need owls. Boost attack, so get that eventually as long as it's combat. Backgrounds. Meals cooked. Alright, so here's our new guy. Boost attacks, he'll get that. Novice, and so the backgrounds. A game hunter? That's a subquest. Okay. Now, she is gonna have some parts here. Training grounds. Her side quest. Skill proficiency. Favorite meals cooked. Okay. So I think the best thing to do is he needs resurrection. Recover. Okay, let's see here. She doesn't have a heal stuff, does she? Does she have heal? No? Think so. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with her. Not sure. We have a flower party at the moment, so it's not a bad thing.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Alright, so there's gonna be an owl in this area, which is fine. We have probably some story breaks along the way.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
I agree. You know, at this point, it doesn't matter. Good, bad, weirdos. Doesn't really matter at this point.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
We're just gonna do them all anyway at some point. It's just a matter of dealing with it. Oh,
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
it's not too bad. I mean, it's not the... Ouch. One of the
Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part.
Alright, so where's our owl? What is that all about? I hear the owl. I hear this owl. Where? There is that. Oh, there she is. Kinda hard to see that one. The devil tail. Well, you only get
Look, Hoodle, one of your buddies.
accessories. Alright, so that gives us that. That's good. I don't know how many we have now, but we have been progressing slowly and steadily. I think we've gotten all of them from every zone we've been in so far. And that's good.
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds.
You know. Oh my goodness. I bumped the mouse.
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds. Freeze lamp.
Okay. Yeah, no kidding. You can just die.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Just wipe it out.
Looks
That
like
was
we
pretty.
won.
Wipe that out pretty quick. That's a good way to go. It's always good to be able to wipe out a bunch of mobs.
You saw it too, right?
Uh-oh. Fireflies in the water.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond.
Diving
And
on
it
fish.
happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
Oh
As a
no.
kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes.
Eh,
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
like everywhere else.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
No, fishing.
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Now we can fish. It's only taken this long for us to learn how to fish. So now we can fish. Okay. So, let's see.
Where should I cast my line?
Over here. Cast a lure. And then, what is it now? It's hard shake, soft shake, collect lure. Reel in.
Looks like I lost it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's one right there. Cast lure. Soft shake.
There we go.
What the heck? This minigame is... This minigame is different. Oh my goodness. This is definitely a different minigame. It's like 2 different minigames in one. That's crazy. Because you have to play the minigame to get it on the hook,
You sure know what you're doing.
and the minigame to actually reel it in. That's crazy. Yeah. Let's try that again. I guess we'll suck in this bass.
Reel it in.
'Cause this is like weird. It's different. Definitely give it different. But it's one of those things that, bad. Come on. It's definitely different on the fishing game experience. I've had different types of fishing games over the years, but this is definitely,
That flapper was a true fighter.
definitely it's definitely different.
I've got something.
Alright, there we go. I got a big fish. See how this one works. It's probably gonna be a little rougher to get. Come on. It's actually pretty. Once you get used to the controls.
It got away.
Really? That was weird. We didn't miss anything.
There we go.
Just can't delay on what you're doing. You need everything you can get. Oh, bad. That's an L1.
I'll get you next
That was
time.
new. I was not expecting that. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Reel it in.
Alright, get some practice here with whatever we've got. Because these small fish we should reel in. That big fish is like hard to, if you make one mistake, it's gone.
I'll catch something bigger next time.
Maybe you could
I
keep
mean,
it
it's
as a
not
pet.
bad. Not quite. We could eat it. We could eat the thing.
Reel it in.
Alright, so let's get this one moving here. Come on. Come on. Ah, missed that one.
That was disappointing.
It's got that L1. That one uses like L's occasionally. It's like, definitely want to get this one. But you gotta, like, nail it every time. You can't make a mistake. Come on. Okay, I got it.
That was disappointing.
What? It had no stamina. Alright. Yes, for fishing.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me.
Not really. That is great reflexes.
Kisara, I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You
Yeah,
wait
but
for a
wait.
bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
Yeah.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
I got our attention.
Maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
Yeah, she
I was
is.
hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Now we can fish. Finally.
Okay.
Hey, look. You know you wait. Rod. Okay, so we got a fisher dude now. I've been fishing a long time, built up a great collection of equipment. I'll share it with you if you're interested. Just one thing in exchange. All I ask is you show me the records of any fish you catch. The more you catch, the more equipment I'll hook you up with. If you need anything, I'll always be here. And the fishing expert is not going to be like every fishing hole. And we got the gal's rod. We got the beginner's probe. So that's our side quest for fishing. So naturally, if we want to fish, we need to basically max this out. Let's see here. It makes it easier for you to trigger over limit. Allows you to endure enemy attacks. Really, it doesn't really give you anything for her fishing skill. And it does give her KO prevention, which is one of the things that I always pick up when I can. But because KO prevention is really a necessary evil. Let's see, because he needs resurrection, which is 320. Yeah, he can do that. She doesn't have enough points. She can do overload. Or she can do... Right. Let's do the expensive one. And he's got not enough points for anything, so we're good there. Okay, so the expert. Alright. Yeah, okay. Okay, I won.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a
I
giant
guess it's
shield around like it's nothing.
Really?
It is a big shield.
It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never
It is nice.
realized it before. But looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Eldermenancia Guard. So
Yeah.
in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to
Good for
worry
you.
about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do.
I like the
That
her.
goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
that's,
see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
yeah.
You can all count on me.
I don't know how to use them. But at least we can do fishing now. That's fine. Fishing notes. We got one little bassy. I mean, not very good. I mean, we actually would have to seriously do some fishing,
What was Kelzalik even after in the end?
you know,
Isn't
in
it
order to
obvious?
get that up there.
Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had
Actually,
to have
it's
known
very
he couldn't
likely.
hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
Yeah, that's
So he
alright.
got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might
Possible.
argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There
How's
is
that
no
work?
greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense, enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before,
It's
but
weird.
Tanins and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You
Get it,
literally
get it.
just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Xion?
No,
No, she's
you're
right.
absolutely correct. I
Oh,
shall
dear.
speak no more of my misgivings.
We are here to make sure that what he started, even though he did it for the wrong reasons, will eventually be the right reasons. Infinity
I'm
Shield.
always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Alright, I need inventory, equipment. Go back to her. Wow, that's a garbage shield. It looks decent. It looks decent. I don't like the look of it, but... that's good. So I kind of like the look of the Infinity Wall. I don't know. Let's go with the old card.
What do you say we check back in on...
Alright, here's our first breakpoint. Lots of story. Oh no. We're gonna have a staring contest.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
Pretty
I know,
much,
right?
yeah.
But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey, though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that
Just
much,
so we
why don't
slap
you
some.
ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise.
Yeah.
It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No
That's
one's
true.
perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she
I agree with
doesn't
him.
serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't
And
hurt to
breaking
rethink our
years of
relationship in
habit.
light of the new circumstances.
It's hard.
Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
Yeah, exactly. She was doing it for 10 plus years. Alright, do you have anything useful? Anything good? Don't care about any of this. Looking for stuff I don't own. Oh, a topaz cake. I'll buy it. the gear. Forge weapon, anything we can forge that we can already have. Nope, none of those. 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 And none of those. Go figure. Okay. Any new accessories we can craft? Gonna be worth it. Probably not. Let's see. Doesn't look like any accessories gonna be worth it either. I don't know. Oh, the ranch. I guess I can look at the ranch. Oh, look. Send to barn. I can raise horses now? Ooh, horsey. Send and feed. I guess cow. And let's send chickens. I know what horses get me. Two cats and 2 dogs is fun. I haven't had any issues with them. Alright, let's do this. Now we need to cook roast chicken. I have chicken.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Yes.
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
That's kind of point.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Why are you asking me?
Why is she talking? If it's supposed to be law. What the was that about?
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent.
Oh, nice.
They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
What is his special ability? Okay. To rest. Let's cook. Now we're supposed to do some roast chicken. Grilled mushrooms, steamed vegetables, grilled fish, porridge, combo, goodies. I don't have roast chicken. Who can make beef stew? He can make vegetable stew. I forget who needs to go in to cook with them. Let's do the fish pot with her. Yeah, let's do the fish pot. I don't really care about the bonus.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
I don't really need that. Alright, so let's
Mind
do
if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Something to talk to.
I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomach ache or something?
We have to talk
you
about
know I
side
don't
stories.
literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah.
There we go.
I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said,
That's
it's
nice.
good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training, too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
See you guys tomorrow.
Hey! And we still have other stories to do. Obtained growing boy. Alright, so that gives him counterattack, another attack, some bonus strikes, good to go. Boost, okay.
I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
So actually, if we look at the skill panel, see, he wants roasted chicken, but we have to find roasted chicken. She's got her NPCs to save. Nothing interesting there. He needs nothing from cooking. He needs... Looking for ones that need cooking. Because those are easy. Acquire 8 artifacts. So she needs to cook. Alright, so she needs to cook 5 times. I think that was his cooking. So, okay. So the one that currently needs to cook is Alphen, if we can find this chicken.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Sorry.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
Okay, so here we go.
This sure is one rugged road.
More story
They
elements.
keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
That's true.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
That's true.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Probably.
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're
That's
not
a
worn
good
out already,
face.
are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Yeah, that's about right. I can agree with that. Alright, so we've got a lot of areas we can go here. And we're going to be whacked by a whacker. Alright, there's a crystal over there. We want that crystal, so we'll have to get through these guys.
Firmament render! Arrow squall!
That did pretty good.
Airborne beam. My specialty. Ice tornado!
Okay.
I've got this. Little marksman hammer.
All yours.
Alright, just trying to figure out my
May 1,000 damage tear you
my current spells.
gusty nail!
It works for me. I mean, we don't really need much of anything.
I'm out of action to the
I mean, it's really not hard. We just have to kill a few people.
demons descend! Flashing fang!
That's pretty.
With this, I
Alright,
can become even stronger.
now let's grab this item. Get some opals. Okay. I guess that's something. Look at these two monstrosities. What is this?
Right.
Perhaps this time I use my secret weapon. Okay, and it stands right here. Okay. Sure, Doleem's boost ability. Tutorial start.
There's nowhere to run from my heart.
He's still working
He
on it.
slows down. Back. It's our chance.
That goes there, that goes there.
It's like trying to keep up with a wall.
And the fact that we have, you know, a couple of boosts.
Less talking, more doing. Freeze Lancer!
There we go, that's nice. That should take care of that problem. And now we can kill them off. There we go, that's it. There we go. It works. It works reasonably well.
See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. No further.
That's nasty. Alright.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
Oh no.
What,
Oh, this is the
you mean
artifact
pile of
thing.
garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
This is the artifact quest.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Maybe.
Not really. Just that it must be nice to be a Renin who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase.
Oh
I
no.
simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renins have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Not necessarily.
Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danan history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Alright, so now we can pick up Crocodile Crusher. Artifacts. Artifacts offer special effects simply by having them. And you can turn them on the effects list. So there are additional art panels. You can now set 6 arts. Press the triangle on the art screen to switch between panels. And then execute L2 and then blah in order to do that. Okay. And we have our friend clicker. Look at that. Sure. So
Treasure. What a sweet sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
maybe
think I'm
human
getting stronger.
muscles.
Oh, yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
When have I not beaten you?
Right.
Ouch.
I'll just go on ahead then.
Ouch. Boys will be boys. Okay, so skill panel. Let's get that. Art panel. So now we have more, which actually is a good thing because it allows us to have different attacks, which is actually a really good thing. So on this side over here, we have Stardust and Mirage. So I'll say Rising Falcon, Luna, say Devastation, and over here we'll do Severe Wind, and Azure Storm. Right, so he's got different stuff now. Now, in her case, she has whatever, and then over here we can do Gravis Field, Resurrection, Recover. Actually, Recover First Aid. I should do Healing Circle instead. And if I have to take control of her for healing purposes, she actually has, heal spells. That works for me. Over here, let's do her as buffs. Let's hit Divine Strike. For him, let's make sure we have some different attacks. Dark Winds. I already have Steel this case, we're going to put Tempest, and we'll put Heal Fairy Circle. And then Lionheart, no, save that for Resurrect. At least for the time being, anyway. She has none. Flaming Meteor, Guardian Field, Tiger Blade. Silver Strike, Falling Storm, and Dazzling Spin. And she has no aerial attacks. Okay, so that gives us a base
along this path will remain limited
set
for
up
some
there.
time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well.
Oh, I
You
wouldn't
just don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
So we have what do we have now? There's a little cave back here. Sure, let's just
I won't forget.
definitely want that. Right, so oh, ouch, ouch, ouch.
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
Smelling to me. Yeah, and bubbling to me.
And then skip there. That's good. That strike's nice.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
I can't do that. And she doesn't have. She said, well, you're not charged, so. She's not charged, so she can't steal it. Now she can. At least I can use anybody.
Well, looky here.
The demi-human muscles. That would be useful for something. It's called. That's not really useful, but okay. It all depends on how it works out. Now, let's see. From our map. Yeah, I have to go past those guys. I don't know if we can sneak past them. Maybe we can.
It's
Oh,
so
we actually
chilly
did.
around here.
I'm surprised.
I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can
I
be
was surprised
pretty
actually
tough
got
if
around
you're
it.
not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with
Pepper!
Oh yeah, we used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
Tit. Yeah,
It'll be
that's
a
called
breeze.
big time training.
Get out. Hey, when did I get so
This one. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to use.
Can't get out of this. Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
I want to use Storm.
Nothing new about that.
And still as humble as ever.
Yay, I'm using the wrong attacks today. It's one of those days. It's gonna be one of those days.
This one's mine.
Oh, that was pretty. They just annihilated that
Can
one.
become even stronger.
That's pretty cool. And it works out real well. They tend to just have good synergies. This game really does have good synergy between the characters. Unlike some games where it's like some characters play well together and some characters don't. This one, everybody seems to play well together, and that's a good thing. It's the way it should be. Oh. We have just one? work out. I don't know, I guess it was far enough away from the others. So that it didn't actually pull him from the group.
My fists are crushing it out there.
There's no chest back here.
It's on.
And this one? That's good. So that's... We're okay there. I don't know. We'll have to see. It plays well. That looks nasty.
Will this help?
Slide in the circle.
Thank you.
I can feel my precision improving.
Oh yeah, I started level up again. Sweet.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Well, let's see who that's for. Let's see now. Who's it for? Okay, that's his. Okay. It's like, you have to always go through everybody to figure out whose equipment something is, you know? Because you get new gear, it's like, who's it belong to? Because, you know, they don't really, I mean,
More
they give you
dandelions
the
here too, I see.
kind of a
What
hint.
were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Building in mountains. There was reasons for it. Highly defensible. That's one reason. Another reason they tended to do it was for resources. So, like, if you had a mining town nearby, they had to send the scraps somewhere. Because mining towns typically were in mountain ranges anyway. They would move the ore that they didn't need. So what they would do is they would just move the rubble, or what used to be the rubble.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
So they'd have like what you would normally consider like rubble or detritus, or regular. And what they would do is they would move that to a new location. But rather than just wasting it, they realized that they could build buildings out of it.
It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed.
We'll get there
If
eventually.
you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
We'll get there at some point. But what they would do is they would just start building out of it. And eventually, those buildings, which before were like wood huts, then were turned into rough stone buildings. And then over time, the artisans started building bigger and better and more efficient stoneworks. What is this? Fast travel point. Story point. We don't even know where we're going. We're not supposed to be here. We know that. I don't know what's up with this ridge. Because we're not supposed to be here. We're supposed to go... say one of these down here. I don't know. Oh, look at this bridge. That ruin. Or is that where we're supposed to go? I don't even know. It's not like it's got arrows to tell you which way
Big tower over there.
That's the question. Don't know. Well, that's what I'm wondering. Now that we're here. I mean, we're here, so... That's what's asking the question. Don't know. Can't get in. We can get upstairs. Get up to the, vendor guy.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Okay, so let's have a look at the ranch. Following animals have matured. Chickens. Okay, got 5 chickens. Alright, well, let's put, raise livestock, send a barn, chickens, because chickens are fun. Alright, so, what does this guy got for items? Anything? Oh, yeah, he does have items we don't have. And we will suck it up. Because whenever we can get fresh gear, that's amazing.
You can
Oh wait, 4 weapons.
be too prepared. But did we...
Well, let's just go through the crafting real quick. We can get him. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, she's good. So we can give her this gun. Okay, we can give her Nature's Beauty's 2nd edition. He still hasn't got squat. The Stormbright. We have seen those. That's what he was using. So if we can get some more raging Stormbrights, we can get that one sorted out. And he can build this one, but it's not better than what he's got. It's all about the, just getting them all out, because we need the items anyway for, we need to do like half the items for that one.
to spend so much?
That one, item, so. Let's see. Get there. Anything good here? He keeps aggro and gives hit points. That's interesting. Reducing aggression and giving hit points. It's kind of like a weird one. It'd be better to like reduce aggro and increase your mana or increase your damage or whatever.
I can't eat anymore.
Okay. That was odd. So she needs to cook. That's fine. I guess Sarah can cook. She needs
This
to cook
looks
like
perfect.
5 or
Guaranteed
6
to
dishes
hit the
anyway.
spot.
And that's fine.
Sorry, let's talk
Do
for a
Sarah's
bit.
story.
Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
You have to.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
It's important to
That's
maintain
because
your
we had
equipment.
no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't
There we
too
go.
pleased to see me at first. It
And
was
the
Miguel
strike
who really
continues.
welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some
Dreamer?
pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so,
She's a dreamer?
that's my brother's doing. He
Oh,
never let me
okay.
stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
That's
You
fine.
seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him.
Of course you did. That makes sense.
You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
Oh no.
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
And there goes my evening. Yep, and there goes the evening. Alright.
I'll take
Okay.
watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Alright, so... I'm guessing we'll have to do something to break that.
Did anybody see that?
I did! So we're not ready for this, whatever it is. Oh well. It's gonna be a cool building. Whenever we have to come up here. 'Cause I'm sure it'll be up here soon enough. I wouldn't be surprised if it'll be up here in pretty short order. Considering we're in the Wind Kingdom. And that building looks like a wind building to me. So, I suspect we'll be back to deal with that particular building later. Da, 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 da. Come on, jumpy girl. Alright. Get that pepper. Oh, I didn't want to drop yet.
Hoodle?
Alright, so Hoodle found something. Okay. Let's see now. Slide over here and grab this. What are they guarding? Anything good? Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're just guarding the door. So let's see what's down here. Wind critters. That's fine. Oh! So he needs to be healed. Sweet. Glad I looked. Look for food and weapons. Okay, give us a Tempest Stone. Not really something we need a lot of.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. This one's mine.
Every character has their different requirements, and what they do best against. And unfortunately, the delay in when you can do something sometimes is weird. Ouch. And then, okay.
Wow.
God.
Look what I just found.
Ah, cool. That works for me. Anything else there? What about over here? That pillar? No. Okay. Alright. So yeah, it's not too bad. We're doing good in the story. We're doing good on leveling. We're getting everywhere we need to go. I still love how they climb like a ladder instead of like a ladder. Alright, so we have to get over here. So I get to that vine there. And I might have to fight them. I don't know.
I'm not afraid.
Okay. Well, now we can go down to this cave.
Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Alright, so
This one's mine. A freezing storm.
that worked out well.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Beautiful.
Well done.
Annihilate them. Just annihilate everybody in like one shot.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
We run through. Yeah, they're worth our time. We get experience out of them. We get items out of them. Alright. We're finding people left and right now. Is that a 12? No. So there's not much here. It's just a loop. Yeah, it's got this little loop of a thing here. And these guys are pretty easy to avoid if I don't want to fight them. You just have to get them to draw into an angle. Grab the mushrooms, grab the rocks. Now, these guys, I don't know if we're going to be able to get in here, get the rocks and get out. No, it's not. Yeah, that's beautiful. That was actually pretty solid. Ouch!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a
Ouch.
bright and shiny mood.
The two of them kicking you in the face like that? Oh my goodness. That would not be fun. Take kicked in the face by those two.
Looks like some solid
Where'd you go?
equipment.
Alright. So that's gonna be hers. Not Nature's End. Yeah, I picked the mage code. was the Stonewing Mage Coat. Hold on, we do look at the items real quick. Let's see now, items. Yep, Stonewing Mage Coat. Because I went the way we're not supposed to go yet. I ended up buying all the armors early. So, that's like 7,000 that I would have had to spend if I had waited. But honestly, because of the extra money that I have, I really don't mind. Because we've got so much going on. And I guess I'll take this out.
Prepare to be sealed.
I'm only getting started. I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Yeah, you're fine with airborne targets.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for your.
She'll take care of it.
Leave the enemy's arms to me.
I'll steal that one.
One last one. Searing tempest.
Oh, okay.
Firmament render. Glacial spear.
Sure. Oh, it's got a barrier. That's always a bad thing when they come with barriers. That's him.
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
That was quite a bit of
We're
stuff.
counting on you, Rinwell.
On me?
Falling down.
I'll do my best. I'm okay, guys.
Not supposed to fall down like that. It hurts. But it's okay. We'll live. At least we think that way.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or
Good
anyone
idea.
else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support
pretty
and
much.
protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If
At least
that's
in
what
her
you're
eye.
comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
No, it
Actually,
works.
I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return.
That's
I'm
a good
grateful
point.
to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is
Yeah,
it?
that's a good point. Though.
Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
We cook.
What do you mean
Occasionally.
what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term. But you need to think
Here we
about your
go.
diet if you want to stay healthy.
Oh no.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't
Our
that obvious?
dietitian.
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah,
Oh,
to be
no.
honest,
He's
we
now our
could be
cook.
eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
Good question. Yeah,
It'll do her good to
accurate.
have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
Just a little bit.
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Well, that's okay. We can explore that together. And figure out who you are and who you want to be, and maybe, just maybe, get to that. Uh-oh. Her core's acting up.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
Sit down. You're done.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Freddy? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Oh, these two. Incoming. Nice block.
Been looking for you. For me? Why?
Ouch. Oh, this guy's quick.
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What?
That is all I desire.
Oh no.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Enjoy.
Glacial spear. Freeze laser.
I'll smash you!
Enjoy.
Talon Hurricane!
Who the hell are you?
Weakened.
This ends now!
Oh, that's that one.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he
Yeah, it
can
is.
pass as a lord?
Oh my goodness, this guy's...
Enjoy.
He doesn't really do much damage. Like but he does...
Did you just heal me?
Yes. I need you, remember?
Yeah. Alright. I need to get her out here.
Thank you.
Okay, he's gonna bow. Ouch! Saw that coming. Ouch! Poor owl. He's gotta be the lord of this region.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die.
shot. Oh no, this is
A wretch like you.
there's this mask. There's a suppression mask.
Till next time.
Yeah, he's way past normal.
Wake up, please.
Alphen?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kind of crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I.
That's gonna hurt. Okay, so somebody explain what the heck just happened with Alvin.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Oh no.
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
How about somebody explain what
I didn't.
happened to him?
Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Uh-oh. Come on. Let's go.
Alphen?
Sorry.
Memories break.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
This is gonna be tricky. I was supposed to feel like the last boss or something. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right.
Enough.
Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
Instead of having a core, though.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Yeah.
Now that I think of it,
He did a release.
between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember?
That's the problem.
Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me.
I bet he's a
We've
hybrid.
almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's a hybrid.
Hey,
Or he's like half Dan and half Renan. That wouldn't surprise me. Because, you know, that would be the kind of thing that would be, like, really taboo. And then using the mask to suppresses both his memories and his abilities. Don't know yet, though. We'll know eventually, maybe. Well, eventually. So, now we have to see these. To see how bad this place is. And maybe it's bad. Maybe it's not. We're not sure yet.
In the right place? This place looks like a mess.
It's like a bomb went off.
This is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah,
They've been obliterated.
this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest.
Someone here
It's
to
from an
explain.
old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
And we've
Let's
done
look
it
around
before.
and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened.
What? 3 lords already? We got 2 more to go.
This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
Don't know. We'll have to wait around and see. We should find a place to rest soon. We have to go this way, so we want to take the left, not the right. Always go to the place they don't want you to go first. Because it's just safer that way. Alright, so who is showing off? It's got a flower on its head. It's like a silly little like a squash or something.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Oh, let's have a look here.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renin astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks
Very
like
possible.
all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Yeah, but somebody with strong flame magic or flame power. Theoretically. Could have done all the damage. Yeah, that one's locked. That's fine. Like I said, it's better to explore around a little bit and see what's going on. And just get an idea.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
Yeah, I can see that. I think wind astral energy. Now you can use some of that energy to milk grain and such. Or other various needs. We're about to destroy element. I knew it. I knew it. This game's too predictable.
Right there. Don't move.
They have us surrounded.
Who are you?
Bingo.
Where did you come from?
You first. Show yourself.
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the Blazing Sword?
Yes.
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true.
Yeah. And?
You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend.
It's
Our
the
base is
deal.
that way.
It's a simple deal.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
It's to prove a point.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah.
Yep,
This
you
place seems
rebuilt.
like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
Alright.
Dohalim,
The next round.
you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the
Hey,
future.
to pull his wings.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need. So I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit, this is still a little extreme.
Shiona's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
No kidding.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Yep.
And another thing, about your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Good question.
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first.
Yes,
And
that's true.
consider if it's worth asking at all.
He asked a legit legitimate question.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
But it would take
Not exactly.
many
I'm
hours
thinking
to
about
know
you
things.
two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Who's etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
Oh,
Not being
these two.
frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such
Oh, no.
impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling.
Oh,
It
no.
concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out.
There we go.
Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
We have 6 people with completely different personalities and upbringings. It's crazy.
You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really.
It's no wonder they all have minor issues
Things
getting
get
along.
too tough out there. Go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
Yes.
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Right,
I
babe.
appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
It's the fact that he's falling in love with you. Okay, so I need to change. This was fun for a little while, but honestly, let's find him something else to wear. Let's see now. What do we have here? Oh, it's a hair clip. No. Let's give him sunglasses. And let's see here. I don't know. We got the wings on her, the dog tail, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Do we have the owl with sunglasses? Alright, yeah, let's do that. Actually, I kind of like that particular weapon anyway. So let's do that. What's Law's issue? So he has... What's this one do? Over limit extension. Increase near death defense. Yes, please. I don't think she's got any points that she Law doesn't have enough points for anything. He does, but I'm not sure what we're putting points in him. Actually, let's do that. So he gets the elements of defense. Says that was only need one anyway. Oh crap! I need to recover. I need to do his resurrection. Darn it! That's what I was going after. Bloody bugger. Do her new death guarding. Why is Law blinking? Not sure. That wants to go that way.
Out this way, I guess.
Yeah, that was locked. Then we'll go up here and mark this door. Okay. And then we'll go over here and find out what's going on over here. Okay, so Army headquarters is. Anything else we have to take here? No, we're good. Alright, next story vlog's gonna take us half an hour to get through. So what do you about this game? About
So you're
Tales games.
Elfin, are ya?
They have tons of story elements.
Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit.
What armor?
You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that.
This guy's no better than Ryan.
Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why you?
This guy has no manners.
So you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Fortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quietly.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the Blazing Sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're
This
really
guy's the
fighting
problem.
for the Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. They're the scum-sucking bastards who've been training our...
Yeah, this guy's no better than the Renans.
But you know that.
He'll run you through if you think about it.
Little lady, our friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough.
He asked for it,
You know that was completely uncalled for.
and he deserved that.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm, and don't ever come back. This is Danan's realm, and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. and I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yes! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm. We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes.
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Yep. And they're no better. We'll end up killing him.
Hey, wait up.
Because he's the guy supposed to be in charge.
Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
It's a little ironic
He's just a
how
Danon.
indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
This is a good question.
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge.
It's a good,
We'll figure out what our next move
philosophy.
is there.
It's a good philosophy. Because when you think about it, if you're aggressive to everybody, what's the point? You're no better than they are. There's a man out there, there's an inn there. There's people I can talk to.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Yes, we can.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a rooster rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How can he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danons we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renins here.
Still,
Yeah, but
I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renins out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
I mean, even bombing the place is fine.
Victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danons here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renins just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen.
This is
Besides,
different.
I'm used
This
to
is
it
actually-
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. That's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known.
That's true.
Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I And when you've lived under harsh rule, it's very easy to
I just don't know,
fall
man.
into it yourself.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renin lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renins are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them.
But it doesn't have to
However,
be ruthless and cruel.
you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom.
Yep.
He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
There we go. Oh my goodness, all of the
city is
skits.
liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear
This game's
and
got more
anxiety.
skits than
It
most of
reminds
them.
me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of
It's
this
not
sounds like music
bad,
to my ears.
but
In
it's
fact,
just
I've
a
never
lot
seen
of
any
content
games with
that
musical instruments in my life.
really doesn't
You don't
help
need
much.
instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before
Nope,
I was a
it's new.
candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Showing up.
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
What's learning something?
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renin culture is like.
Even though
Other
the
than the
Renans
oppressive.
destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Yeah, the excessive aggressiveness of the Renans is just built over time. What do we want here? There's some cowards. What's wrong? Zoogles. Alright, just want to kill some Zoogles. Got it. We got them. I don't want just to exterminate them. If you could bring back any useful materials. Okay. Zoogle parts. What are you building? Oh, study. Okay, whatever.
Hey.
We'll go kill some Zoogles.
Yeah.
We got parts. You can have them.
Good.
I don't need the muscles anyway. Alright. That gives us some money, some life bottles, money recipe. Alright, that's fine. At some point, we might actually get the rotisserie chicken we need. Alright. Next up is the inn. I don't think there's anything interesting right here. Though I do suspect we're gonna have to kill Dinez. Honestly.
I think there's... someone in trouble here.
It's fine. We'll find it. Oh, look. A new element.
Oh yeah?
Around, we're talking about our rations. Okay. What do you want? We have what you need. Have some food. We're good. I'll teach you a recipe. Great.
Great.
Yes.
Alright. Oh no. Let's see if it's simple. Teach how to cook it. Yeah. Oh, it's actually food. Oh, what's the matter to you?
Good.
Yay.
Really?
This sounds entertaining. Considering her idea of cooking food is burning it. You have to call me Captain.
What?
That's me. God.
Yes.
Okay, whatever.
All right. Right.
Like me in training. Let's see, fish, caught fish.
Really?
But the recipe doesn't come for fish. Oh no! Oh no, it's just this recipe says, you know, beef, pork, chicken.
Huh?
No fish. The fish curry is damn good. Okay.
All right.
Good, it looks like you've everything you need now to dive into culinary teachings.
Over
Okay.
there.
Pull the knife.
Yes.
All right.
Jesus. Shut the fire, boil the water. Oh my goodness. So she's learning how to cook food properly. All finished. Flavors and presentation get a passing grade. Yeah, I promise. Okay. It's all to go on food. Yeah, no kidding. And we finish the quest. Get some more money. I think it really matters.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure. As long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes,
Ouch.
sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Okay. Let's see. It seems like they're, like, happy that Rena's gone. But they're also not exactly happy about the way it was done, I think. And I can't blame him for that. Yeah, when you sit there and literally blow up a town just to prove a point or to win a fight, did you really win? Ooh, lures. Okay, so we got a new lure. That's cool. Actually, I don't need accessories. I want to go to the Smith. Alright. Right, here we go. Give me a sword. No, that's not the right sword. I'll fix that. Build the new one. Just build the new one just because we can.
I always love
Go to
the sound of
outfit, equipment. Yeah, we're good.
hammers banging away.
Alright, so I think we're good. And we're ready to go to sleep. Now we'll have a story
Jedi
element.
creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Jedi and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
That's actually a
You make
valid
a good
concern.
point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our
Who
job
cares?
is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
But I agree with that. I mean, each nation's going to have to rebuild in their own way. Some are going to have eccentrics or nut jobs.
Where are you going?
Promoting themselves.
Alphen.
You should get some
And
rest.
others are going to have, like,
What's got
good,
you up at this hour?
reasonable individuals.
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
Something's
I
wrong.
will when you do.
She doesn't want it back to herself.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
You being weird. Are we gonna get to cook or not?
So
Okay.
we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
She's got an issue. This kingdom rubs her the wrong way. Seriously, the wrong way. There's another quest here. If I get to go from there. Where's the Estaluva Forest? That's the ridge. So it must be this other door. At least you go into this building. So, it must be this door here. But there's that space over there. Down here. Well, that's another quest. Side quest. So we'll go clear that side quest real quick. Okay. I'm using bombs
wonder if
to
something
blow up
happened.
the place is an interesting way to get around it. What is that? He's flamboyant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's a minstrel. So we've talked about music before. So this is like the first musician we've run into. Okay. We don't get it. Also, okay. From the favorite kind.
Oh.
Poem. Oh no. There goes, don't leave. So brilliant minds. What are you talking about? A hidden musical instrument knowing that one day I would be or the inheritor. You'll find it at the location in these notes. Be warned, only the shortest shall solve the riddles. Well, the smartest shall solve the riddles. Okay, so we can get an instrument. Cool. Sure, we'll go to shop. Okay, let's talk with the riddles instrument. Right. I'll accept your challenge. Excellent. I have complete faith we shall be victorious. We got some keys. Okay, so that allows him to get his instrument.
Some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey, maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
Oh no. Alright, so if we actually look at the quest, which is field guide. Where's the quest at? Where's the field guide? Activity records. So your challenge once you solve the riddles, uncover the legendary instruments, report your findings to him. But it really doesn't give us much to go on. Like, long and hard is all I can say. But I really didn't. I mean, that's weird, because usually these games allow you to recap the recap the story. Because if you come back later, or, you know, come back at another time, you're not necessarily going to remember the rules, and it's weird. Yeah, it's kind of one of those that oh wait, here we go. It's on the keys. So just beyond the hovels in a land shrouded by sand and stone. Northernmost reaches of a wasteland to the north of an abandoned village. Lies dormant at the back of a narrow road to the west, whereupon an ancient tower stands. I'm gonna have to actually think about those a little bit and see if we can figure out where they go, because it's one of those things that those types of riddles could reference multiple locations, but in reality it only references one. So it's just a matter of keeping your head, trying to figure it out. Not that it's really that much of a challenge. But it is one of those things that it takes time. And these guys are all, you know, kind of weird. She looks depressed. All kind of weird people. Considering time of day, I think we're gonna save right here. And we'll just save before we go out. I'll actually break here for today and then move on with this next time and go on through the forest and find the new lord. So, that's it. Have a good day and thank you for dropping in.